Hi guys, welcome back to Home on the Hitch. Quick tips. So one of the concerns always, when you're traveling away from home or your home base is security. So today's quick tip, we're going to talk about securities, what you should have in place, just things you need to think about. So number one, I think is going to be, that second sense. You need to pay attention to where you're at. If you pull in somewhere and you don't have a good feeling about it, then you need to go with that first instinct and not stay there. Because if you're uncomfortable pulling in somewhere, you're not going to be comfortable staying there. And that's just the cold hard truth of it. And usually that sense is correct. So always pay attention to your gut reflex and don't ever stay somewhere you're not comfortable. All right, number two. Number two is going to be when you do get to a park or a place, you need to know how to get in and how to get out. So you need to pay attention if something were to happen and the weather was bad and you couldn't see as well, you need to know how to get out of the park. As well, you need to make sure you have fuel in your vehicle to get out of the park. I don't ever like to park for the night with my vehicle low on fuel, because if I have to leave, I want to be able to leave. Number three might have to do with the weather, and that's kind of like twofold. I really think you should have a good weather radio with you. Yeah, you get alerts on your cell phone, but you may not always have cell phone service. If something changes during the middle of the night, you need a way to be alerted to that. So a good weather radio is a good option for that. Also, you need to know where your shelters are. Tornadoes, lightning, whatever it may be, flooding, you need to know where the shelter buildings are at, and that's usually going to be your bathhouse or your laundry, and how to get there. So you don't want to be trying to figure that out on the fly when something goes wrong. And number four, I believe, I've kind of lost count at this time, is you need to make sure everybody that's in the RV knows where the fire extinguishers are at, where the escape windows are at, how to operate them, and how to get out. That doesn't need to be in any kind of question when something's happening. They don't need to be trying to figure that out. So that covers, I think, weather and overall positioning of where you're located, bad neighborhoods and such. Personal choices that we make for security. So I'll put a link in the video description for these. And they really were not that expensive. I can't remember how much. I got a pack of either 2 or 4 on Amazon. They are these lights right here. AOTech. These lights have been stuck on there since April. And it is now almost October. With VHB tape, they're in the setting that the motion detection comes on when it gets dark. So when we've got one here, let me flip this around so I can see. We've got one there. We got one here. When you walk up, and they'll catch you about this far away, we'll light up this entire area. As well as I've got one that's mounted up here on the back of the RV. So if you walk around, as soon as you crest this corner behind the RV, that light comes on. And then we have, oh look, the sky's pretty. Sorry about the horrible camera work. One on this side of the RV underneath the stock light that's there, because it's pretty much useless, but that puts out a lot of light over here. It's nice when you walk up to the door, or you walk up to the camper, it lights up. It lights up everything around. You can see underneath. as well as the one off to the side of the door. When you open the camper door, the motion of the door itself turns it on, so if it's night and you're stepping out, you can see the ground and everything, the steps as well. So we have loved those. I actually want to get a few more, and they seem to be lasting. They were not expensive. Like I said, I'll put a link down below. So another thing that security measure that we've chosen to do is we have security cameras right there on every corner of the RV. They record to a local hard drive as well as upload into the cloud. Chose to have it record to both, so in case we didn't have any type of internet service, we still had a local recording of any events that happened. We can pull the cameras up at any point in time, look at them, see what's going on outside the RV while we're inside the RV. So another topic that you have to consider is weapons, non-lethal weapons, lethal weapons. That's a big topic that we're not going to get into. Everybody has to make their own choice with that. You just need to make sure you educate yourself about the states and the area that you're in before you go somewhere with something that might be illegal there. I'm not even going to pretend to tell anyone what to do or what to carry to make them feel safe. I would never do that, and I don't expect anyone to tell me what I can carry to make me feel safe. Just make sure you've educated yourself on what you can legally carry and to wear, and just make sure that you are prepared to accept the consequences should you have to, use that somewhere that you shouldn't have it. So, all right, guys. So that's going to do it for this week's quick tip about safety, security while you're on the road. Let us know in the comments below what you do for safety and security on the road. What are your ideas? How do you get prepared? I'm sure there's a million ideas out there that I haven't covered, things that I haven't even thought about. So let us know in the comments the things that you do to prepare on the road. And we'll see you next time, Home on the Hitch.